All right, laser heads. I have this was a free file from Creative Fabrica, and if you sign up with them, there was this. I really like this skull one, and it cuts out super fast and easy. Believe you can get that out of 12 by 18 or 16 or so, and got myself some Rust-Oleum, and we're gonna go right ahead and we're gonna give that a nice prime because I want to try my airbrush. I made one more like this with the cat, and I just used the black and orange. I'll show you what that looks like. Or wait, that's at the daycare now. But anyway, we're gonna go right ahead and we're gonna prime these up. Alright, laser heads, and here I have a free cut file. I really like this one. It's 3 layers. You can see there, and I primed them all already, okay? And I got another one here. Well, I guess this would be like the leftover cut out of that one, not primed. What I have in the rest of it here, what you see here, just turned it on, airbrush kit, okay? This is all from Amazon too. So, I can leave a link. So this is a pretty cool thing. It's like a portable one. I just took it out of the box, put it all together, and I was gonna do it in my shop garage, but it's getting a little cold out there, so I figured the paint and stuff like that is probably gonna flow a little bit better. It's a nice setup. Simply screws in there, and then screws into the actual airbrush. There's the steel basket there, and it does have a few different settings on it, stuff like that. A couple different hoppers, you know, if you definitely want to really jam some paint. And comes with a cleaning kit. So, and then one thing I do know, I haven't used an airbrush before, but I've used spray guns before and stuff like that, so definitely gonna want some cleaner. You're gonna want some good cleaner, because I'm gonna be switching colors and stuff like that. I got a few. We're gonna do a test here also to see, you know, how much of a difference prime versus unprimed is, and so that's gonna be cool to see, and do a little bit more reading of the instructions and stuff like that. I got 28 colors to choose from here, and jeepers, yeah, I hope they weren't sitting in the cold for too long. That was my only worry. So might have to leave these indoors now, but a good mix up with some paints and stuff like that from sitting too, I think we'll be all right. So it's definitely gonna leave these paints indoors for now, start shaking them up, and believe I don't have to thin. Hope I don't have to thin. We're gonna try not, see how it goes and stuff like that. Do some colors here, the layering and stuff like that, and see how it works out. Okay, so I kind of set up myself a little bit of a spray booth here. I'm in the house at the table. Probably not, probably should be doing this at the shop, but the paints seem to be really coming around, and that's really doesn't look like it says it does need to be thinned out. I can tell you right now, that should not have to be thinned out. It's looking quite liquidy now. So anyway, this is my first time doing airbrushing. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure I start with the colors that I need. Try to go through, like, I guess I'm gonna do that all white, and then I got another one here. I'm gonna do that's gonna be white. A few underneath of it, I guess. A few parts are gonna be white and stuff like that. Switch colors. The cleaner is more or less at the end. I guess I can just use water in between colors and stuff like that. Then maybe use this box, or I'll get like a solo cup or something. That's what I'm gonna do. Go get a couple solo cups, and then like when you're done your colors, they suggest pouring like your remainder back in there so you can use it again. And then if not, if you're done, just pour some water in there and spray it into your little spray box or your solo cup. Spray it out, then you should be all good to go on to your next color. All right, decided to go with this golden neon. Make sure that everything's screwed tight. Like if that, make sure, because that's all dependent. You want that everything to be super tight so that the liquid, your paint just flows through. So I don't know how powerful this is. I know it has 4 settings. It's on power 1. You're gonna simply press the power button. The other one is for 4 different powers. Now when you push down, I'm not gonna push down. When you push down on that, it's gonna turn the compressor automatically on, and you can see there's a little slot, so the more you pull back, the more pressure. So we're gonna cap this off and we're gonna see what that's like. We're gonna give her a little spray. All right, it's actually pretty easy to use. Just have to get used. Some horrible lighting as always. Kinda use my phone here and stuff like that, but just trying to get in, like once I do the prime, and I want to see, you know, maybe not the best color, but just to use a little bit more. I think I'm going to make these honeycombs here. It's so hard for me. One thing you want to do once you get spraying, sometimes it gets a little blotchy. Make sure you kind of like spray off to the side, and then it doesn't spray and make a mess. Sometimes you can make some like little spray blotches and stuff like that from the first spray going. So I'm gonna do that little honeycombs now. All right, the mix is definitely a lot better. Gonna let that dry. So now I'm gonna put some water in that, and we're gonna go to another color. Still wish it was like more orange, but we'll see as that dries, and I can still put another layer of orange on top of that. Now the next one I'm gonna do, I believe we're gonna go white and then we'll go black. So when I get my white out, there'll be a few that I do the white for the skull, and don't think that I'll do some of the ghosts from the boots. This is very accurate. There's like no mess at all. Just in case this cakes up, I'm trying not to waste too much time. Get the water in this and keep on going. By the end of it, I'll definitely be using my cleaner right through this thing. All right. Got that pearly white. I did realize that I had just regular white, but that got down pearly white, so it'll be got some flash, got some pearly. Now we're gonna go with black, and I just wipe that out. You know, where it's flowing so good, why waste time where that's such a dominant color? I believe that'll just power right through, and we're gonna get all the black done, a lot black done here. I believe most of that one will be done in black too. So what a difference though. Testing it without the priming, I don't even know if it's worth it, to be honest with you. All right, just as I thought, a good wipe down and a quick changeover from a super light pearly white to black, and that's like nothing. So now we got pearly black. I'm telling you, man, it's not even worth it. See there? Well, that was getting to the end of it there anyway. So it's kind of cool look. We're still gonna go with it though. We're gonna see how much something that's primed birch, MDF, any kind of wood versus not is going to be 10 times better. It's going to grab, see there? Blotchy. All right, let's go. The more you pull back on that trigger, the more it comes out, so. Ooh, getting splotchy here. Let's see what's going on. All right. All right, cleaning and maintenance will be a huge part of making sure this thing runs properly. So what I've done is I cleaned the crap out of it. I've put some cleaner through it. It was easier to take that off. You can go even deeper. There's a needle that goes through. It was showing you how you can clean that needle inside. I don't think that's necessary on this round. I've wiped everything down, started with hot water. I was able to take that tip off, clean that right up. I saw that everything was beautiful here down. That's where it's all that matters. What you're doing is you're getting air from the compressor that's coming from the bottom, and see it's kicking in there. There's a little hole in the back there, and then the air just pushes everything through. So as long as you're staying super clean within that, cleaner's a must. All right, and there you have first coat. It dries pretty quick too, and looks amazing after it dries. Got like a little, see, it's got a bit of a shine to it. Wouldn't hurt to have a second coat. You know what, that orange, once it dried, that mixture looks really good actually. So I'm loving that. Economical. Like, I did not use much paint at all. The primer is a must. It did take on the boobies here, not as good. That one had no primer. Second coat is definitely a must on that one. The yellow turned out pretty good. The black does take though. But yeah, I believe it was like, with all the paints and all that, I paid like $100. So you can spend a lot more than that on just a few cans of spray paint.